Hi everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel Research Ready and Student Matters Hub by Doc Lynn. I'm Doc Lynn at meron na naman tayong bagong lesson video. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay kung paano gumawa ng research questions pero concentrated tayo sa pure quantitative research. In the past, lesson videos na laman natin kung paano tayo makakagawa ng theory at yung theoretical framework na meron tayo sa ating research format na kailangan i-discuss natin yung core or supporting theories, yung concepts nyo or constructs at pati yung kanyang relationship. Dahil sa concepts at constructs, doon tayo kukuha ng ating variables. Dahil ang theory na ginagamit natin sa study ay hindi lamang siya design sa ating research paper, kundi kailangan natin siyang i-test kasama ng ating hypothesis para malaman din natin sa interpretation ng findings natin kung ang ating theory ba ay tumutugma sa result ng ating study or merong pagkakaiba. Doon lalabas ang tinatawag nating theoretical gap. Now, dito sa lesson videos na ito, didiscuss natin yung characteristics ng good research questions para sa pure quantitative. At ganoon din, yung difference ng inferential at descriptive research questions or commonly, yung alam ninyo na statement of the problem. Ang lesson video naman natin ngayon ay ang paggawa ng research questions or statement of the problem para sa isang pure quantitative research. I-discuss din natin kung ano ang pagkakaiba ng descriptive sa inferential research questions. Gagawa tayo ng mga sample research questions. Ibig sabihin, ang lesson video na ito ay para lamang sa merong may intensyon na gawing pure quantitative ang iyong research study at hindi mo ito sasamahan ng insights or in-depth explanation or hindi mo rin pagsasamahin ang quali at quantitative data. Ang focus lamang ng lesson video natin ngayon ay para makakuha tayo ng numerical data para makapag-analyze tayo later on, and we will give specifically the characteristics of this very good research questions based on pure quantitative research. Typically, we formulated at the outset of the study yung ating mga research questions or statement of the problem sa ating quantitative research. They are often precise and often tied to elements such as yung population ng study, yung independent tsaka dependent variables, and research design. I made a separate lecture on this because ang research questions sa pure qualitative at mixed methods ay iba rin yung pamamaraan ng paggawa. But before we start, let me just clear that you cannot make your research questions unless you are done with your theoretical framework because the variables, concepts, or constructs to be included on your research questions are based on your theories. Let us define what is quantitative research questions. These are specific inquiries into the relationships among variables under investigation. So you have there the phrase relationship among variables because this is very common in quantitative research. Compared to quali, respondents tend to find quantitative survey questions easier to answer, and researchers can swiftly analyze them using a variety of statistical models. We will give specific characteristics of a very good research questions. Once you formulate it, I'm going to give also examples of this. First one is clarity and specificity. The question should be clear, specific, and ambiguous, addressing a particular phenomena or relationship. Let's give an example. Ang ating research question is, what is the relationship between the frequency of virtual teaching interactions and the academic performance of high school students during the COVID-19 pandemic? If you are going to look at the research questions, it's clear and is specific because it addresses the relationship between two variables: frequency of virtual teaching interactions and the academic performance. The first one serves as the independent variable. The second one, which is academic performance, is the dependent variable during a specific context, and that is COVID-19 pandemic. It is unambiguous as well and focuses on a particular phenomena, allowing for a precise investigation of the relationship between the two variables. Second is linked to variables and population. Your research question should be linked to the subject population, to the independent and dependent variables, and the research design. Let us give an example. The question is, what is the relationship between the amount of time spent on social media and the level of anxiety among college students in the United States? Again, if we are going to look at the research question, it is linked to two variables. First is the amount of time spent on social media, and then the second is the level of anxiety. Plus, it has a specific population, the college students of the United States of America. It is clear, it is specific, allowing for a precise investigation of the relationship between the variables. This research question is also measurable and testable, allowing for the analysis and collection of quantitative data. Number 3, research questions must be measurable and testable. Yung questions ninyo should allow the collection of course, quantitative data, and it must be subjected to statistical analysis. Example, how does daily physical exercise affect the blood pressure levels of adults aged 40 to 60 years old over 6 months? On this research question, obviously, it is measurable and testable because it reflects quantifiable variables such as daily exercise and blood pressure levels. Ibig sabihin, ang tanong na ito ay kayang i-measure sa pamamagitan ng numbers. The specific age range and the 6 months duration can help to further enhance the measurability and testability of the question. It allows for the collection of empirical data. And then, after the collection of the data, you can use statistical analysis to test the relationship between the variables. Number 4, relevance and contribution. Dapat relevant ang research problem at nakakapag-contribute siya sa existing body of knowledge. Example, what are the most effective treatments for chronic back pain among Filipino senior males? This question is very relevant and ina-address din niya yung in-demand current issue ng specific demographic, which is allowing for a more focused investigation. Another example, what are the harmful effects of standardized tests on student learning with Philippine primary schools? Ito namang question na to, relevant din siya at nagpo-focus din siya sa specific context and adverse outcomes. It also allows for a detailed investigation. Number 3 example, what effect does the daily use of Twitter and Facebook have on the career development goals of professionals in the marketing industry? This question is relevant as it addresses the impact of social media on a specific demographic, particularly the professionals, contributing to the understanding of social media's influence on the development of their career. Lastly is the ethical considerations. The question should consider the participants or respondents' rights and welfare. It encompasses principles such as voluntary participation, informed consent, anonymity, confidentiality, potential for harm, and results communication. Your research and research questions must adhere to ethical principle para ma-safeguard nyo yung rights ng respondents nyo, ma-enhance nyo yung research validity ng inyong paper, at ma-maintain nyo yung scientific integrity. Always remember, you have to uphold ethical guidelines in research questions because it might lead to positive impact of the research on the individuals and society. Hindi lang tayo basta gumagawa ng research questions at ang ating isinaalang-alang ay ang ating sarili at yung kagustuhan nating makakuha ng research data. Yes, Part of it is the purpose of the researcher. But mind you, when you're doing a research, you have also to consider the respondents or participants of your study. Let us now proceed discussing the differences between descriptive and inferential research questions. In research, questions are very important because it's the center of determining the direction or trajectory and emphasis of the investigation. So, common nga yung dalawa, descriptive tsaka inferential. These two are unique on their functions and applied at the different stages of the research process. Characteristics, applications, and instances of descriptive and inferential questions can elucidate the importance within the research scenario. Let us start with descriptive research questions. Ito yung mga fundamentals sa research process, particularly ginagamit to sa initial stages of inquiry. Yung mga questions na to are characterized by a phenomena, group, or situation, providing a comprehensive and detailed account of the subject under investigation. Descriptive research questions has commonly 4 characteristics. First is focus on describing the characteristic, behaviors, or attributes of a subject. Ang primary goal ng descriptive question is to describe the subject in detail. Gusto niya rin yung i-capture yung attributes, yung features, o kaya yung qualities. This can involve detailing the demographics, kaya minsan merong profile ng respondents, yung behaviors, yung attitudes, or other observable traits of individual, groups, or phenomena. Second, do not attempt to establish cause and effect relationships, or yung tinatawag nating causal or causality, because descriptive research questions are non-experimental. Unlike experimental studies that manipulate variables para ma-establish na yung cause and effect relationship, ang descriptive research questions do not intervene or manipulate variables. They observe and report what naturally occurs or exists. Third, commonly, they are used in observational and exploratory studies, such qualitative, but also in quantitative research, marami ding mga descriptive research questions. They are observational and exploratory. This approach often involves direct observation. Commonly, the methodologies used are surveys, interviews, or qualitative methods to gather data. The researcher usually aim to explore and document patterns. It can also document trends or characteristics within a specific context. Part 1, it provides a foundational understanding of the research topic, kaya nga sabi, they are always used on the initial stage or phase of the study. This laid the groundwork by providing a comprehensive overview or snapshot of the subject under study. Nagpo-provide siya ng understanding na nagiging basis for further research or po pwedeng mag-lead sa hypothesis formulation or theory development. Let us give example of descriptive questions. So I have here 5 examples, and if you're going to observe it, look at the terminologies that are used. These research questions aims to answer an observation, a documentation, a phenomena, or certain situations. It doesn't establish or aims to establish causality or cause and effect relationship. Ano naman ang inferential research questions? In contrast to descriptive questions, they are concerned with establishing relationship between variables and making predictions based on observed data, which is not done using a descriptive research questions. These questions are central to hypothesis testing and generalization of findings. It leverages statistical analysis to draw inferences about the broader population from which a sample was drawn. Let us discuss the different characteristics of inferential research question. First is, it aims to establish relationship and make predictions based on the observed data. The primary objective of research is aimed to establish relationship and make prediction, which is to identify and understand how variables are related to each other. The researchers seek to determine If nagkakaroon ng pagbabago, if one variable correspond to changes in another variable or causes change in another or yung tinatawag nating cause and effect. Pangalawang characteristic, it employs statistical analysis to draw inferences about the broader population. Yung statistical analysis are essential tools in this approach para ma-examine yung data at makakuha tayo ng meaningful conclusions. Ang pangatlong characteristic, commonly used in experimental, quasi-experimental, and survey research. Ito yung ginagamit na approach sa mga experimental studies wherein you can manipulate independent variables para ma-observe mo yung effect niya sa dependent variables, syempre under controlled condition. It allows causal inferences or prediction about how changes in one variable affect another. Ito yung mga examples ng inferential questions natin. So kung makikita nyo, lahat ng questions meron siyang mga variables. Meron siyang independent tsaka dependent variables. Kasi ang ini-establish ng inferential questions ay yung relationship, yung differences, or yung predictions among variables. That ends our lesson video, pero bago natin tapusin ang video na ito, sagutan muna natin ang learning assessment. Kung nakatulong sa iyo ang video na to, please like, share, and subscribe para updated ka sa mga latest lesson videos. Ini-encourage ko din kayong lahat na please type your comments kung meron kayong natutunan sa lesson video na ito. And always remember, we unlock insights to empower your minds. Thanks for watching everyone, and God bless.